Hey, welcome back to the channel. Me and Brendan getting ready for the big fantasy draft 2024. We looked at the AFC North and NFC North last time out the gate. This time we're going to do the NFC South and the AFC South. Let's start with the NFC. And I think I know where you're going to go. Where would that be?
Falcons.
The AFC.
Not the Falcons.
Yeah. No, you said it right, the Falcons.
Man, I'm just not used to saying that.
I know, right?
It tripped me up just now. It tripped me up. The past 5 years, they've been a little...
I think we're gonna be talking about them a lot though.
Yeah.
That 5-year trend is over. They're gonna be nice. They're gonna be just fantasy loaded, bro. Everywhere.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody's gonna get off. Even
the linemen. They don't even get points, but the linemen's gonna get points. I don't know how.
I thought you were gonna talk about somebody else.
Kyle Pitts.
Your
boy.
You drafting him? Are you drafting him to be for real? Kirk Cousins, man.
I'll get him in
Kirk Cousins like throwing to the tight end.
I might get him round 3.
I mean, that's pretty good for a tight end.
I might get him round 3 because he not gonna go. He definitely not going to first.
I know last year when I drafted my first tight end, I think it might have been round 3, it might have been round 4. I'm not sure, but Kyle Pitts has to be high, man. I don't know. I still got PTSD. I had him back in 2022.
No.
It did not go well.
Nah, PDD. Post-draft
stress disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of rough. But I think those days are gone. Bijan Robinson going to be nice, too. Because the offense, I think the game plan, it's going to look totally different.
He might be pick number 3.
Yeah.
He might be pick.
He could be.
Draft
He's
pick number 3.
High.
He going to go top 5.
Yeah. Do they win that division? Falcons win the NFC South? Yeah, I think so, too.
They ain't got no competition.
Yeah. So you feel good about the Falcons. What else you got?
All right.
I got one for you. I got one.
What was you gonna say? It started with M?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's your boy.
I messed up last year, and I slept on the Buccaneers. I passed over Mike Evans, and I got another receiver who did well, but Mike Evans. What do you always say? Mike Evans is a dog.
Yeah. He a dog.
He gonna get his numbers, and it's not
consistency.
Yeah, it's not anybody in the NFL that's gonna stop him. He gonna get his numbers, but don't overlook Mike Evans. Let that go. Baker Mayfield is good enough, and he can play. Yeah, he can play. So I definitely won't be looking over Mike Evans. I mean, there's some other guys on the Bucs. Rashad White is nice too. I like him. They should be okay though. But Mike Evans, the real deal. Yeah. So I definitely feel good about Mike Evans.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The Panthers aren't bad either. All right. So look, I've been saying this for a minute now.
Okay.
Right. The Bryce Young, all that the hate gotta go. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. Cause I'm not. Cause think about it. You put C.J. Stroud on the Panthers. What are they doing?
It was gonna be a tough year.
It was gonna be the exact same year.
That's a good point.
I guess C.J. Stroud is nice. Like he nice.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, he went to the Panthers. He went to the Panthers.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of help.
He went to the Panthers. So it's like they got some O-line now.
Yeah.
They still got Miles Sanders. I don't know what they're gonna do with him.
They got a lot of running backs. Yeah.
So who knows? But I don't think the Panthers are gonna be terrible. I think they're gonna give you like at least 6 games.
Yeah.
They're gonna give you 6 W's.
I mean, I'm not mad that you brought up the Panthers. I mean, they added a couple guards in free agency. They got Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis. And both of those dudes can block. They're guards that can really play. So to me, the Panthers are going to be able to do. They're going to be able to do one thing really well. They're either run or pass.
Yeah, run.
So if you drafted in fantasy, you just got to get it right.
Who's your number 1? Adam
Thielen. He was last year. That's your boy. You've had him a couple of years, but I mean, I think to me, when you look at the Panthers, it's more like free agency. Like if you're struggling at a certain position during the season, you can look at the Panthers and maybe get a free agent or something. But I can't see me drafting any of them cats though.
You got Deontay Johnson?
Yes.
Oh man. Oh no. They're gonna be nice. They're gonna be nice. I think they're gonna be nice.
And yeah, they got him in a trade for.
And they drafted Xavier.
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna be nice.
Really?
I think
you trust them.
I mean,
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Like I'm not gonna say. Trust is a very strong word, but do I believe that they can put up numbers?
Yeah.
At least a couple of them games.
Yeah,
you're gonna be alright
to make them fantasy relevant, right? Okay.
And think about it, Bryce Young, he can move a little bit.
Yeah,
them rushing yards,
dude,
on top of the passing yards. Hey,
yeah. I just, man, and I hate to even say this, man, but his size scares me. That dude.
What about Kyler?
Kyler's a little bit more athletic.
Okay.
A little bit more athletic, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, you make a great point. They're basically the same size.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see, man. I just think I need to get off young fellas back and just give them a chance to perform. I'll see what I can do. So what are your question marks in the NFC South?
The Saints.
I know.
I know. They always have every year they've had weapons.
Yeah.
Their O-line terrible.
Their O-line scares me.
Every year.
Even this year. They lost Teron Armstead in free agency probably 3 seasons ago. And it seems like
they
haven't recovered, man. I don't know.
Because it's like, because I'm not going to lie. You know who really would be a good running back? Alvin Kamara. You could get Alvin Kamara late.
Yeah.
You could get him late.
Dude. So, in our draft last year, he was suspended like the first 3 or 4 games.
Who got him, Earl?
And so he still got drafted. You know you're a bad boy.
You suspended.
know you're not going to play and you still get drafted.
Who did that?
Earl did it.
Earl did it, and then Romaine did it with D-Hop.
Yeah.
And then Romaine had the bright idea of dropping D-Hop and thinking I wouldn't know that, thinking I'm not up at 5 in the morning. Yeah. I'm up. Yeah. I seen it and I picked him up as soon as I seen it.
You got to get in the league with some guys your age, man. You playing with a bunch of old dudes. We got to sleep. But yeah, you're right about the Saints. That's definitely a question mark. Mm-hmm. We touched on it a little bit, like the Panthers passing game. Like I said, I don't know. That's kind of a question mark for me. They added some guys, Deontay Johnson. They drafted a big dude that can run. So
it's either going to go really good or really bad.
Yeah. To me, it's like, I don't know. I still stick by what I said. I think that's a team of free agency for me. Mm-hmm. I look at them during free agency. But during the draft, I ain't going to really mess with it.
Yeah, we'll say at the end of the day, it does somewhat come down to coaching, too. Your coach got to draw you up some nice plays in order for you. Because your coach got to understand what you're working with.
Well, I mean, they got Tampa Bay's offensive coordinator, right? And he was brought up in the Seattle Seahawks franchise. Mm-hmm. So I feel like they're going to run it. They're going to run it well. Mm-hmm. That, to me, like I said, they're going to run it well or pass it well. I feel like they're going to run it well. Mm-hmm. And
if they run it, they're going to stack the box. And if they stack the box, one-on-ones.
Yeah. I feel like he's going to be a run-oriented coach. And they got some backs. Like you said, you mentioned Miles Sanders, Chuba Hubbard. Yep. The best one, though, might be the rookie, Jonathan Brooks. Yeah. He might be the best one, but we'll see how it goes, man. Mm-hmm. It's totally new, but... yeah, I mean, the Saints, you hit it on the head with the O-line. That's a big question. Tampa Bay should be solid. And then we talked a little bit about Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Who do you think could surprise you coming out of NFC South?
Yeah, you talked about him earlier. Probably Kyle.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, Kyle. I mean...
Dude,
this could be his year to actually do something. To actually, put his name in the tight end.
Yeah.
Tight end list.
He could be close to his rookie deal coming up, too.
Mm-hmm. So was this his 3rd season?
Something like that. Mm-hmm. Something like that. He's been out there for a minute, so his rookie deal is about up. But man, Kirk Cousins is like my favorite athlete. Cause you look at his look at his contract history, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Kirk Cousins tore the NFL apart
with bread.
He might get in the Hall of Fame just for his contract.
Fleecing the NFL.
Yeah, fleecing. That's the word. Fleecing. But I mean, Kyle Pitts, man. I don't know. The best season of his career, he had a veteran quarterback, Matt Ryan, throwing it to him. Now he gets another veteran for the first time.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. I still don't know if I draft him, though, but I think Kirk Cousins going to be all right. I'm sorry, Kyle Pitts going to be all right.
Draft Kirk Cousins or Kyle?
Either one.
Yeah. I think you got to draft Kirk.
Oh, yeah, man.
You got to draft Kirk late. You could draft Kirk late. And honestly, you could draft Kyle late.
Dude.
You could probably get Kyle in the 4th round.
Kirk Cousins has gone. So in our league, it's usually like a 10, 11 round redraft league, right? Kirk Cousins has gone in the 6th or 7th round
every year.
Seasons, and he puts up
numbers. I mean, you got Brock Purdy with the last pick.
Yeah, I snuck that one in, but that's just what it is sometimes. You get lucky every now and again. He had a good year, but I think Kirk Cousins definitely going to surprise. Mm-hmm. Baker Mayfield might surprise.
Big Bay.
I think he going to step up as far as where he is in the fantasy ranking. He was kind of like, okay, whatever. But now he's draftable because he's proven he can get the ball to Mike Evans. So, if Mike Evans going to do his thing, the quarterback throwing to him is going to put up pretty good numbers too.
Do his thing too. Yeah. And Big Big, all right, I'll be giving Big Big some hate, but Big Big, he ain't that bad.
No.
Big Big not terrible.
He legit.
Yeah.
I bet that dude I bet like he's like really smart when they talk about quarterbacks. They talk about like a quick release or getting rid of the ball fast or processing information fast. I think Baker Mayfield processes things like super quick.
Yeah. You say that about a lot of quarterbacks, though. A lot of quarterbacks.
I don't know, man. Baker Mayfield was like with the Rams for like a day. It started a game in the NFL.
And then won.
And won the jump.
Didn't they come back?
Dude, they came back and won against.
And he took them like, didn't he take them like a 90-some yard drive?
I think they played the Raiders. They beat the Raiders, I think. And he had like just got off the plane. Man, that is incredible.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do. So, I think that dude is like, he's probably super smart. But he's definitely going to be drafted in a lot of fantasy leagues. A lot higher than he was last year.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch over to the AFC South.
Yeah. I will say, though, I'm not trying to give out my sauce.
Yeah, be careful. Because some dudes in our league are listening to this.
But you know what? I'm going to stop being a hater.
Okay.
I'm actually going to venture out to other NFC East teams. I do. Hey.
So Brendan's an Eagles fan, and he drafts as many Eagles as he possibly can.
Don't blame me if I get AJ Brown and Saquon with my number 1 and 2 pick.
You would have a squad.
Don't blame me if I do
You
that.
would have a squad.
Because it's possible.
Yeah, you would be tough to beat. So you say you're gonna venture out?
I'm gonna venture out a little bit. Yeah,
you got to, man. In fantasy, you can't pick with your heart, man. You can. Oh man, that's the kiss of death. But it's hard when you got a favorite team.
Yeah.
So
oof, man,
we'll see.
Terrible.
All right, AFC South. Jags, Colts, Texans, and Titans. What do you feel good about in that division?
I mean, there's the obvious answer.
Oh my God.
The Texans.
Texans gonna have a squad, bro. They gonna be so good.
They're gonna have a squad till Diggs be in the locker room. Hey, hey, I got 1 reception.
I only got 12 balls. You know my average is 15.
What's going on?
Yeah, man. Texans gonna be I got a feeling they're gonna be so good.
They're gonna be nice.
So when we did the first time out the gate, we did the NFC North and the AFC North. We talk about Detroit, and they're like a must draft fantasy team. Texans are there too. I think the biggest difference with the Texans is you can expand that to their defense. Texas gonna be good.
Yeah.
DeMeco Ryans got them boys playing. They gonna be really good. I was talking to some cats at work, and they were like, well, they play in the first place schedule now. I'm like, dude, they adding talent, man. They added Stephon Diggs, Daniel Hunter. I mean, they got guys, man. It's like their schedule should be better, but their level of talent on their roster got better as well. So
you ain't say Joe Mixon.
Yeah, and you got him, Joe Mixon. They got their offensive coordinator back, Bobby Slovic. Man, I'm telling you, they're gonna be good. So yeah. I'm good on enough said about the Texans. I can't wait. I'm gonna get one of them dudes early.
Have to.
I feel like Joe Mixon's gonna fall to me.
Joe Mixon will fall. Honestly, I think a lot of those receivers are gonna fall. Just because of their name.
Again, talking about receivers, when we talked about Buffalo, how do you navigate those 3 dudes? Because you got Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, and then Tank Dell. I know.
So, okay. I know what I just said about Diggs.
Well, see,
it depends.
You had Diggs, and he ate.
He ate until somebody else took his numbers. So that's the only thing you have to worry about with stacked teams in fantasy.
Yeah.
It's because if you get the best player on that stacked team, they might not produce every game.
Yeah, they try to take. It's hard for receivers to get coverage. Sometimes you're almost better having the guy on the other side of him.
Yeah,
but I think with Diggs, he's proven like he gonna get his number.
Double team, triple team, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
So I think you gotta honestly, Diggs will probably go first.
Oh yeah, so he gets the majority of the pie.
But Tank Dell will probably give you more points.
Yeah.
And he'll drop to like the 4th or 5th one.
And Tank Dell was his boy until Tank Dell broke his leg. But, it's...
Tank Dell going to drop.
I got a feeling, man, it's like on some weeks, it's going to like alternate. It's not going to be like consistent for everybody. I think Diggs is going to get their fair share like you talked about. But it's, if you get like Tank Dell or Nico Collins as a number 3...
You good. You good. You're good. They're basically number 1s.
Yeah, I think the Colts gonna be much improved. Their O-line should be better. Jonathan Taylor's gonna be back for a full season, and Michael Pittman Jr. They pretty much got everything you need, and a super explosive quarterback. Oh my God, dude! I mean, if Anthony Richardson can stay healthy, like
I didn't draft him because I was like, he's a rookie. The injury, that style of play, he's probably gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
But those games that he was out there, man, he was legit. I would definitely look at him close this year. I could see him being my quarterback too. If I got him as my quarterback too, I'd be happy. So I feel good about the Colts. Jaguars steady. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, it's like Evan Ingram jumped off at me when you talk about the Jags. He jumped off, and they got some guys, you know.
Trevor need to get right.
He just got paid.
he better get right.
Paid like he right. Yeah, for sure. I mean, they lost Calvin Ridley, but he should be okay. They drafted a receiver in the first couple of rounds, so they should be okay. Yeah. But the Jags, Evan Ingram will be a tight end. He might be if a lot of the like big name tight ends are gone, Evan Ingram could kind of slide to you.
Yeah.
Could get it. So that might
You
be
get him
something
late
good
too.
to watch. Yeah. If you get a tight end like that, putting up those numbers, he almost had 1,000 yards last year. Getting up that'd be good. What are your question marks in the AFC South?
Who replaces Calvin Ridley?
I know. Yeah, that's gonna be a fight. That's a big chunk of yardage to lose for sure. I mean, they got Brian Thomas Jr. They drafted him from LSU. The NFL likes LSU receivers, bro.
Yeah, the NFL, they love that.
LSU receivers do all right in the NFL, so I don't know. Brian Thomas might be all right, but that is a question.
Ask OBJ and Jarvis Landry.
I know. And Jay Jettis and Jamar Chase. They got the NFL got a lock on LSU receivers for sure.
Yeah.
I think the biggest question marks for me might be the Titans. They got D-Hop, Calvin Ridley signed. It's just, how's it going to go? Will Levis, the quarterback.
When you get D-Hop?
Good question. It'd be late, bro. It'd be late. I would say, okay, again, so we're probably going to go 10 rounds. If he's there, like
5, 6,
7 for me. Yeah, I'm not going to take him early because I just don't trust his quarterback 100%. Right? There's a lot of guys I can go after, but if D-Hop is there, round 7, that's great value. If you get wide receiver 1 production in round 7, you got a good squad.
Be all right.
Yeah, you got a good squad. But it depends on Will Levis and the offensive line, man. Their offensive line was so bad last year. But they got a new coach, Bill Callahan. He's one of the best line coaches in the NFL. So the head coach's son. So we'll see how it goes, man. But that's a good one. We talked about the Titans. Who could surprise you? What are some of your surprises in the AFC South?
Probably Anthony.
I think
Anthony Richardson. I think he's gonna put some work in.
I think he's gonna have a special year. I don't know whether I'm thinking it or I'm just hoping it. Cause I
might be a little bit of both.
But if he could play like 12, 13 games without injury, he gonna be a fantasy factor. Because he's good. He's so explosive, man. He just does things that most dudes can't do. So that might be a surprise. We don't really talk about defenses a lot, but I think the Texans defense is gonna be legit. Yeah, I mean it's crazy to talk about defense and fantasy, but you got to draft one, at least in our league anyway. Yeah. So I mean, you got Will Anderson Jr. on one side, Daniel Hunter on the other side. Man, that's tough.
I know which defense I'm getting.
The Texans, the Eagles. The NFC East is coming up, bro. Brendan is an Eagles fan.
For the second time.
Right. What else could surprise you?
Titans. Their new O-line coach.
Yeah.
It all starts there.
I know.
If your O-line coach and he can tell you to block, you're going to be all right.
Right. If it comes together, because they got some dudes. If it comes together, it'd be good for Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears, and they got weapons on the outside. So if their offensive line comes together, we should be okay. But, with that being said, are you more, to me, that's more of a free agency team for me.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you feel about it? You got anybody draftable?
No.
No, you wouldn't draft anybody?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I can roll.
The only person that might get drafted is, like we said, D-Hop.
Or Ridley.
Okay, ooh.
Yeah.
They're going to have to be free agents for me. Or round 9, round 10 picks.
Yeah, I think it's some better options once we get to the Titans. Because even if the offensive line does well, Will Levis might not be who we think we're going to be or who we think he's going to be.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it works. That was good, man. AFC South, NFC South. I guess next week we'll do the NFC West and the AFC West. Mm-hmm. We'll say the East for last because
for the third time.
We're going to get out of here. We'll see y'all in a couple of days with the next review of the next division.
Right,
Take care.
Peace.